Good morning. In 1 Samuel, the 14th chapter, we find a really interesting story. We see that the Philistine army is encamped against the children of Israel, and we find Saul, King Saul, he's chilling up under a pomegranate tree, and Jonathan, his son, and his armor bearer, Jonathan makes a decision, and he tells his armor bearer, he says, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go out, we're going to go against the Philistine army, just me and you, just the two of us. He said, well, who is it who says that God's got to use a whole army to make something happen? I believe that we can go make it happen ourselves. I love Jonathan's spirit here. While his dad is up under a tree doing nothing and waiting for something to happen, Jonathan is saying, you know what, I'm going to go make this thing happen. I don't need anybody else. I know that if God is on my side, if God is with me, then I can make something great happen. Then we see that he chooses the hardest route to get there. He chooses this very deep ravine that's between these two cliffs. One's called Bozez and the other's called Sana, and one means slippery, the other means thorny. And so he goes through this very difficult passage, this difficult ravine to get to the Philistine encampment, but God gives him the victory. I want you to know this today. No matter what you have to go through, no matter how difficult it is, nobody ever said it would be easy, but keep the attitude of a winner and say this: if God is for me, then who can be against me? I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to go where God wants me to go. I'm going to do what God wants me to do. I'm going to have that attitude that says, you know what? I don't need a whole army. God is my army, and God's going to help me fight the battle. Today, I want to encourage you once again with this thought that you can face any challenge. Go through the difficult. If you'll do the difficult, God will do the impossible. Until tomorrow, this is Pastor Allen reminding you that God has a plan and a purpose for your life.